still poop.
It's still poop.
It's
How you
poop.
get dogs to take medicine, you just shove the pill in some poop.
Yes, it's fancy, expensive poop, but it's
Still poop.
I was gonna say, maybe that's
So
how
to
we
answer
get
your
to
question,
keep the
Tim,
next
I don't
bills.
think it would break any kind of law to feed your own dog feces.
As long as it's healthy, nutrient.
As long as you
feces.
bake it properly.
Also, like, who's gonna tell on you? My sister's been trying to tell on like
Okay, but
shitty
that being
people
said-
with dogs in the neighborhood for years,
That
and
being
nothing
said,
happens.
nobody is encouraging you to feed your dog. Disclaimer.
In fact,
Nobody's
I think most people would encourage you not to,
Yeah,
but
the
it's not
opposite.
like illegal.
Yeah. But legally, you're okay. Morally, you're a fucking monster.
Look down upon. Look down upon. Absolutely.
Looked
Morally-
down upon.
Morally, you're godless. But like legally, you're fine.
Legally, you're
Morally-
fine. Morally, God.
You're a shitty person.
You're like
You're
our last
literally
president.
the worst.
Morally,
But,
you're
like-
not a person anymore.
Morally, you literally suck. But
But also,
But legally,
Legally-
you're fine.
it's fine.
You're
It's all
fine.
good. Legally, it's all good.
Cool. You can feed your dog shit, but don't you get an abortion? Sorry, too real.
Have
Too real.
fun.
Too real. Too
Sorry,
real.
Too real. It was too real. I'm sorry.
Last chance.
that was a bit rough, my guy.
Also, we're live with voices and not face cams so that everybody knows, because I found out.
Sorry, I really wanted to get as much of that conversation about poop as possible.
It's fair.
The spice.
That's a hot topic. You know what I'm saying? Steamy.
If you bake it properly.
Let me tell you, I do. Thank you for asking.
I don't go to face
Feel
cams
it
yet.
boiling in there.
Oh no.
I'm just saying.
Broiling, more like it.
It's a sous vide poo.
Poo vide.
It's
Ooh,
Stupid.
weed.
No, open face grill. Thank you.
The open face grip.
On request, we can make it change colors.
on request. God damn.
Speaking of changing colors.
I'm sorry, 24 hours advance request. Like, let me chug a bottle of fucking dye real fast, and then we can
Yeah.
talk.
I
Is
don't
it St. Patrick's
quite
Day?
know
Because
what
that's
my
guaranteed
diet-
green. I'll tell you what.
Right, how to change my shit green with my diet. I'm not 100% on that.
I can tell
know-
you, it's
know-
the Mountain Dew that's blue. It
Voltage?
makes your poop teal.
You ever read that book, Green Eggs and Ham? Well, now you have a head start.
So
Now you
I
got a
know
head
that you
start.
guys can't see faces yet, but Trinity has looked like she wants to leave since we've started this conversation, basically.
Oh, you're right. That's so rude of us. We've been taking up all the poop jokes. Would you
Yeah,
like to
we're-
meet Trinity?
Get him back in here.
You can get in on this if you'd like.
Yeah, you can jump in.
No, I'm
Just
totally
push it out.
okay on.
God damn it, Zach.
Listen, between you and
how
Garrett,
would you market a shit steak?
Market a
Easy.
shit stain.
Easy. You give it the
Yeah.
name of a celebrity. Snoop Dogg shit steak. People are like, oh my god, I've been trying to eat Snoop Dogg shit for years. Oh my god.
I
Katy
think you
Perry
could
shit
also,
steak. Same thing.
Shits by Dre.
Shits by Dre. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Put a celebrity
Ooh.
thing in there.
So
and
many people would wear
already
that.
eat the shit out of celebrities. So
Check this bad boy out. You can hear the shit. The bass in this shit is amazing.
Fuck. The bass in this shit is insane.
Yo, this shit slaps.
I can only picture you taking a turd in your hand and turning on a
just-
heel and just winging it at the wall.
Shit slaps. Whack.
turns
And don't
around,
cut
smiles.
pieces.
He turns around, smiles, has shit running down his face, and just says this shit slaps.
It's just a teardrop of shit.
It's one Denzel teardrop of shit running down Garrett's face.
Katy Perry song plastic bag. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
I thought that was
Full
her
of
being
shit.
pro. I thought she was being pro-littering in that song. That's what I wrote.
No.
Littering.
Look at the beauty and the destruction we've caused.
Oh my god, have you guys ever gone to a
You're
landfill
a
and just
firework.
made a snow angel out of
Start a
syringe?
fire with fireworks, please. This is California. It's dry.
It's
I-
dry.
I talked to Smokey the Bear, and he was actually very anti the song Fireworks.
Yo, I heard Smokey the Bear and Snoop Dogg hung out a couple times, and I'm jealous because I've always wanted to meet Smokey the Bear.
What? I feel like they
I
wouldn't get.
forgive him.
Oh no, they apparently they got along really, really well.
You say hello?
Okay, I'll take your word for
I
it.
heard from trusted sources.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
Only you can prevent florist fryers.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop this bad boy in chat real quick. But I want you guys all to see the face that Trinity has been making throughout this entire conversation.
All right. Hold on.
Discord.
It's in
Because here's the
Hold on.
problem.
it's in the general chat.
Join the Discord, go to the general chat.
Okay, so in trying
Trinity
to
is
be,
so goddamn cute.
I
Oh.
I went. Is eating poop a thing? So of course I opened Google. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
First mistake.
First mistake.
Look, we cannot be held liable for your curious mind.
I'm sorry, Trinity. We were just joking. Do you eat your own poo?
Gross.
No, she's just.
I'm sorry, we were just
eating.
having a joke. Are you saying you weren't making a joke because you
To
take
which
this
this,
seriously?
well, the second
You're
I,
about to start getting some weird Google ads.
If you're,
no, I won't because
this is a safe
there's a
place.
reason.
If you or a loved one eat poop and would like to stop,
It's considered
Please
minimally
call me.
toxic, apparently.
anytime.
Yeah.
But
Motley-
also,
Motley
the
has
second thing that came up was, can you poop out of your mouth? Answer, yes!
Oh,
Because of a
Motley-
medical thing.
By the way,
Motley
Motley has
has
officially
now
done
banned-
the IRL word bans for poop, poo, and shit.
Shit. That is a
So
total
anyway-
of 9,000
So feces.
channel points asking
So
us to
hot
stop talking about this.
Okay, so anyway, back on the fecal matter.
They have
Yeah,
now
the
banned
feces.
feces.
They have now banned feces as well.
I would
So
love
that's
to stop.
that's the
What are we,
solid diarrhea.
so we're
So
playing
people
D&D.
eat their own dookie, right?
We're playing D&D,
Oh
right?
god, I hate Dookie. Okay, hold on. Let's calculate all the channel points that have been used.
You're trying to stop. That sounds like constipation.
That is 18,000 channel points used expressly to get you to stop talking about this subject.
I'm in danger.
Shannon, I think we're more in danger because not only is Motley a phenomenal friend of the channel, they're also our editor.
My
So
Just-
what are the
just-
IRL
I've
word
been-
bands now?
adding some custom overlays for some of our sound alerts, and I just saw the I'm in danger, and it's the crying is always a free action, and I'm so happy. It worked, and it looks cute.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But our word bans right now: poop, poo, shit, feces, fecal matter, and dookie.
Oh, okay.
So no talking about the
Diarrhea
Green Day
is
album.
Still on the table.
So I do the shit is gonna be hard for me, but I'll try my best.
I think it's mostly contextual for that particular word.
Because
if you-
I'll say I'm not just gonna keep talking about the previous subject. I just that word, comes out of my mouth. What?
If you change your diet, it won't be as hard.
No. I refuse to change my diet, Zach. I'm healthy and that's what matters.
I will be
He
eating
likes to
only
have a nice
protein from
solid
here on out.
stool.
It is
I
official
make-
that we may exclaim it as profanity.
I make and produce all my own food matter. Noah gross.
Emphasis on gross. Anyway, sometimes we play D&D instead of talking about turds.
That's
So we're gonna
That's
go
another
ahead
one.
and jump over to face cams now.
Don't
You found a
ban it, it's
loophole,
okay.
guys.
Don't
Well,
just don't. Just don't do it.
Diarrhea, stool.
Here's one for the other count.
I'm thinking of more.
We don't need to spend any more time
I'm
thinking
sorry,
of
I just
different
want
ways
one.
to say.
There's one. There's just one I want.
What's your
Butt
one?
Nuggets. Why did nobody say that?
What?
My God. Butt nuggets.
Which one? Butt nuggets. Yeah.
Yeah. Brown
Dingleberries.
gold. All right, that was two.
And
Dingleberries.
with that,
that's the form of. That's the form
Alright.
of.
and with that,
Hey.
we start drinking.
Listen, I'm right ahead of you.
I don't have any alcohol.
I
on
have
me.
Sprite.
Honestly, crispier than alcohol, so you're winning.
Quisp. Excuse me.
That's
Wispy
another
cow.
dad burp. I also had another lots of
Droppings.
burps.
Yeah, droppings. That's another good one.
No,
I was
that's
gonna say
one.
scat.
That's
As
like-
soon as Trinity brought up the internet search, I was like, "Oh, did you find scat porn?"
That's
No,
like
no. I just did. I do not do. I never include images in those searches. Don't know.
She didn't find it. She has that one saved.
Bristol School.
She said no images. I went straight to video.
I went straight to the source.
Anyway.
She said, I'm a kinetic learner. I need to see how they do it.
Anyway,
So
sometimes on this channel we play D&D.
sometimes on this
sorry.
channel we
Sometimes
play
we do.
D&D, and sometimes it's the third to the last episode of a campaign.
Water
to-
burps. You have it wrote as has basically thrown up in your mouth. What if you just throw up in your mouth?
It's
Oh,
on
no,
the
if I-
mic.
It's on the mic. So if I throw up on the mic,
Oh,
I'm gonna
excuse me.
go ahead and stream there.
Does that count as a burp?
I mean, if I burped before.
No, if you have to expel gas from within your
Right. It
cavities.
depends
I
on if
think-
there's gas and liquid or if it's just liquid.
I'm going to be honest. If Cal vomits on himself, I'm just going to start worrying about my friend and not the burp count.
That's true.
Oh, I'm gonna tally this.
So, I know it's been a couple of days since we played last. Couple of
weeks.
couple of like 14 days or something like that.
Maybe
Maybe longer. I can't remember. But quick little recap. Last time we fought the goo, the face. There was a great big combat. And at the end of that combat, taking everyone by
Nothing
surprise.
happened at all.
Taking everyone by surprise, Kevin started attacking his party mates. So, what we're going to start with today is a perception check from everyone except Kevin.
So
Hold on, what do we need to do?
Perception check.
Perception.
I have a question after that.
Okay.
God, my characters in this campaign are so good at perception.
I got a 16.
Oh my dear God.
I'm gonna guess that Trinity started out with a natural 1.
There's a
Two?
term for that, but we're not allowed to say it.
For a total of what, 4?
6.
Neat.
Damn.
I got a 7
Hell
total,
yeah.
I
and
have
that was
decent
the number on the
perception,
dice.
but-
I got a 22.
Sick. So, Bub and Terry, since you guys are the closest to Kevin, and Rain and Quartz, you guys are kind of a little bit further off and kind of thrown off by being attacked. Bub and Terry, you guys look over at Kevin, And you see that he has, like, it almost looks like black tears. And you can see that the whites of his eyes have gone black, but the iris still stays. And Kevin,
That's me.
what you see is...
You mean Harry?
No.
Okay.
Kevin sees.
Kevin, what you see, it's almost like you're watching yourself do these things. You're almost having like an out-of-body experience. Like, your perspective is from like up and behind yourself.
Like a third person.
Yeah, except you don't see your body. You see a smaller version of the face. And if Kevin, Terry, and Bub could roll
like
insight.
a little goo monster?
Yeah.
I just have a question. Since he just went I can take a legendary action, but can I, with the wings, when I take off, can I pick him up as that? Like, I just didn't know if taking off with somebody would work with the legendary action. So that's why I wanted to...
So the legendary wing attack, I mean, technically you could pick up a person.
Okay.
I got a 15 for insight.
Okay. And then...
I will roll my... Sorry, that question was burning on my lips.
No worries. Kevin and Terry both give me insight as well.
Insight?
Yes.
Should probably have my dice up here. Huh?
Bro, okay. I got a nat 20 in that bitch.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I have no additive to that, so it is just a 20. But, like, natural, so we're out, you know?
Like, fuck yeah, that 20.
That's a 10.
Cool. So, Kevin, all you can really kind of glean from this is your body's been taken over. Bub, with your 15, you are able to kind of deduce that, like, from the outside, you can deduce that whatever ability, there was some kind of death ability that the face had.
Okay.
And you can tell that it is now occupying Kevin's body. And Terry, on your nat 20, you...
We saved my brother. Let's go.
Hi,
Let's go.
Lav. Hi, Coda. Hi, everybody in chat. Just wanted to knock that out real quick. Yes, so Terry, on your nat 20, you know that with this particular type...
Do it! Make your dreams come true!
Cheer 20.
Thanks, Motley. You, with this type of possession, you know that the only way to get the guest out of the host body is to essentially incapacitate. So
Okay.
you know that the only way to help your brother is by knocking him the fuck out.
Okay, so
I'm
that's gonna
happy.
go to my previous question. Of once again, can I use my legendary action of taking off to take him with me when I go out?
I will. Here's what we'll do. We'll have you guys roll opposed athletics checks.
So
Can I assist Terry?
so I'm just not sure what the athletics of a dragon is. Would I just go by my strength modifier?
I would add also proficiency, probably.
Yeah. So what's your strength modifier as a dragon? 5?
I think It's
I
plus
think
8.
Dragons.
Eight.
It's plus
a
8.
golden dragon, right?
Okay, so
Yeah.
for you, and what's your proficiency at whatever level you guys are? High?
Our proficiency is plus 6.
6, okay. So, Noah, for your athletics, go ahead and add 14.
Okay.
And Bub, yes, you can assist on the athletics check.
So it's advantage?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna send my mage hand over and just start slapping him in the face with it.
Mine was a 25. That's all you got to
It does no damage, but hey.
Yeah,
Mine,
I'm just assisting.
mine was a 29.
A 29, okay. So, Kevin, you are... you kind of see yourself, but also you are. It's weird. It, like, switches back and forth perspectives. Like, in Forza, when you're trying to figure out which perspective is going to be best for your call.
So that he would still take the damage from that, correct?
No. So the
Okay.
damage with the wing attack, the damage comes from being blown back and knocked prone, kind of deal.
On the ground.
Okay.
Life alert.
Cool.
Hi, baby.
Help! Help! I've fallen and I can't get
I
up.
didn't get to say hi earlier. Okay, bye.
Hi, however, love you.
Bye.
Everyone says hi, they love you.
Hi, I love you. I'm not wearing a brown. Sorry, bye.
I'm just gonna go straight up with him then.
Cool. And that
Cool.
gives you half your fly speed up in the air, is that correct? Or you can
Yep.
move your full flight? Or
It's no, it's half fly, so we're 40 feet up right now.
cool.
80 is full flight.
Cool. So that is the end of Kevin's turn. So we're just going to pick back up in the same initiative order that we were, which I still have written down.
I'll be screaming to Kevin as well as I pick him up.
Cool.
Yes?
Bub, that is to you.
I need snuggles.
And you guys can share as much or as little information about what's going on with Quartz and Rain, since they didn't really
Yeah, we just
notice
got
anything.
hold
So
person
all-
got cast on us, and then we saved from it and got very confused.
I'll just all Terry will say is, "Oh, sorry," as he picks up Kevin. He doesn't explain shit. He just said, "Oh, sorry," and panics and goes and grabs it and flies up in the air.
I love it so much.
Oh my god.
Bubble look back at the still very confused faces, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Rain,
Corvass
I
looks-
rolled a
Yeah.
1.
He'll just like explain. He's like, "Hey, he's possessed," and then he'll fly up and then start like trying to bonk him with his staff. Non-lethal damage, but like just a little guy, just like bonk, 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 bonk,
You're
bonk,
just
bonk, bonk.
you're just trying to chase after the dragon.
You just bonk bonk.
I have a
bonk.
fly
the
speed,
cutest
but
thing.
it's definitely not as fast. So I'm like coming up as I'm swinging.
What's your fly speed?
I believe it's the same as my walking. I want to say so 30.
Okay.
So you're 10 feet behind.
Yeah, so you fly up and you're waving your stick at Kevin's feet, but you're not able to actually
Yeah.
hit him.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like, give me my brother back.
and anything else? Any bonus action spells? Anything?
Do I have any fucking spells left?
I also my dumbass wouldn't have told him that he needs to knock him out. I'm just panicking. So
Let's see here. I'll try to just like wring the bat out of him. I'll use Toll the Dead.
Okay, what's that do?
You point at a creature you can see within range. The sound of bells fills the air for a moment. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage.
Cool.
If the target is missing any hit points, it instead takes 1d12 necrotic.
Cool. So go ahead and roll, and Kevin, you will, or this
Roll
is
at
more.
disadvantage.
Yeah, well, and this is more to Garrett too. You will play Like, you'll run your turns as you, but under the influence. So you're still trying to fight your friends, but it's not you in control, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your wisdom save.
That was a 13 at disadvantage.
He fails.
Cool. So roll your d12.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
No, this is actually ring-a-ding-ding.
Ding, ding, ding. I imagine it sounds like a cowbell.
Oh, it definitely does.
Bonk.
And I like to
that
think that when
is-
he casts this spell, he says, "It's time to ring the bell," and does a Christopher Walken impression. That wasn't a very good Christopher Walken impression, but...
That is 14 necrotic damage. And the sound of bells fills your head.
How'd you get 14 on a d12?
Ow! Why
I
do
rolled
I
an 11 and I have a
We're-
+3.
Plus, there's if cantrips are up levels when we're up this high level, so it'd probably be like 3 or 4 d12 at this point.
This is just a cantrip.
Yeah, but cantrips level up with you.
Oh, true.
So at
I didn't
17th,
even, yeah.
at 17th level, it's probably like
It would
3
be
d12.
4 d12.
It is
I
4.
was like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
It is
4
4.
d12.
That's awkward.
down.
Hang on.
But
So
I was
as
like, we are incredibly powerful. You should be doing
Right.
more than we're doing.
So as a dragon is screaming at him, he's just hearing a mixture of me screaming and bells.
yeah.
Yes.
That's
Uh, So, just kidding. That's 42 necrotic damage.
You said 42?
Yeah, there was one bell, and then the choir kicked in, and now there's a lot of bells.
How you looking, Kev?
I have a fever. The only prescription is more cowbell.
Bro, how you looking?
I'm not looking great.
You're still up?
I'm still up.
Still up, but not feeling good about it.
You should probably convey that we need to knock out.
Well, I'm really nervous because I don't want to do too much damage. Like,
I mean, you're
So
not
you
gonna
should
We can
tell
always bring
everyone
him back
to
up.
use non-lethal.
That's the thing. We can always bring him back up.
okay, you say you can use non-lethal, but I don't think that works if I hit him with a breath attack. Like,
Why don't you
I'd
try
like
a
to
claw
do-
attack instead, or
I'd
like,
like to do
a bite?
non-lethal fire, thank you.
Or just drop him.
Yeah,
Anyway,
just
Well,
drop
Then
him.
let him
About
do
to just
some.
drop him,
Let him
yeah.
get some falling damage.
Rain,
Yeah.
that's you.
Oh, so all Rain has seen is them attacking him.
Yeah.
No,
I
So
conveyed that he's
we saw-
possessed.
you
so
saw
we-
him. You saw him attack you.
Him
And
attack
then you
me,
saw
and then
me-
you guys attack him.
And
No,
then the
so-
dragon
you-
snatched him up, and
And as I
Whoa,
snatched
sorry.
him, I looked at you guys and I said, "Sorry," and
Yeah.
then flew away. So you
Um,
didn't just see us attack him; you saw him attack
Correct.
you, and then me apologize for it, and we started attacking him.
right. So, because we're still in that fight, my Call Lightning is still
I
active.
swear to God, if you hit me, Rin.
technically, yeah, your call lightning is still active. Excuse me.
Don't hit me.
Don't
So, but here's a question.
Terry does not have logic. Please don't hit me.
Well,
Bro,
okay,
Oh, I'm a
but-
dragon now. I'm more intelligent.
You've
So-
been enlightened.
You're smarter as a dragon. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
here's
I
the deal.
forgot. I forgot that I'm smarter now.
Um,
Maybe then never mind.
You've been freed of
I
the
should've
shackles
You
liked
of your
choose
people
a
mind.
point,
Uh-huh.
and then it's each creature within 5 feet.
So, to pick a point, you would have to hit both brothers. And if you pick a point on the ground underneath them, you would also hit Bub.
If I pick a point on the ground, I won't hit them.
I mean, it's
Lightning
like
comes from the
Can,
sky.
like, so
Light
my
goes
thing is,
through,
can I shoot it like below him and zap him from the feet? That's...
I'm holding
He's
it.
like tickling his
I'm
toes.
I know.
There's like no way that you're that's not gonna hit me with lightning.
Right.
I mean,
being
I guess
held.
you can hit me. I'm definitely more durable than him. You know what? Like,
Okay,
if you really wanted to,
you
could
know
hit
what?
me.
Whatever. Rain's just gonna. She rolled a fucking 1 on her perception. She doesn't understand shit. She's gonna.
You can make another perception check or an insight check as a free action.
I
And
also
again,
I can
told
do
you.
it. Okay, hold on.
I have a good amount of health still, so you really can hit me. Like, it really don't matter, but like, I know my brother's gonna hit me soon, so.
So I rolled a 12, or I got a 12 on insight, but I rolled a fucking another 1.
Okay, so so on your 12,
with an I rolled insight.
yes, your insight 12, you can kind of put together with Terry apologizing and Bub saying he's possessed, that the fight is not over, and Kevin is not Kevin.
The dragon doesn't look. You as a dragon look fine, right?
I mean,
Rain. This is the
Look
only.
fine
You know
as
what?
fuck.
Fuck. I'm
That's a
so.
sexy
Rain's
ass
just
dragon.
gonna scream at you. I'm sorry too, and shoot Kevin with call lightning.
Is that a save of sorts?
It's a dex save. So I guess the dragon could make a dex save, and Kevin.
do you know
call,
what?
Like,
No. Do you know what?
I don't.
It's fine. I'm actually not even gonna save, but can I just choose to pass it? Right?
Yeah, you can burn a legendary resistance.
Because Cal didn't make me burn any of my legendary resistance in
fine.
the first fight, so
I'm only
it
really
just
going
doesn't
for
hit me.
Kev.
Yeah.
It's a 16.
Okay.
So how this works canonically? Can this work that I see the lightning coming and I do a barrel roll?
Yes, and you keep Kevin in the same spot.
And I keep Kevin in the way.
You're just like lightning him.
I'm like, you know what? He does
my
need to get knocked the
save
fuck out.
DC is a
Barrel roll.
19.
Okay, so I failed.
Oh, okay.
I still
It's like a
half
dance
damage.
move. You just swing him around. Like, yeah.
Yeah. It looks weirdly like majestic. You're like, damn, I've never seen Terry move like that when he was smaller. Like, that is majestic as fuck. What a gentle beast.
Oh, God.
Honestly, yeah, Quartz is looking on like, wow, that was cool.
Dragons don't moves.
So that's gonna be 32 lightning damage.
And does that already have?
Is that already have?
That's the full of
Okay,
it.
so Kevin will
Okay.
take the 16.
16.
Because he does still have his evasion.
So it's halved no matter what.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's either halved or nunned.
And then you're
God, I
not
love
within.
rogues and monks.
How
Evasion
tall
is
was
so
that?
fun.
How tall was
So
the creature
good.
before that we were fighting? I think you said he was a large creature, right?
It
So how
was
tall would he be?
Large.
Large.
12, 16 feet tall, probably.
And you're 40 feet in the air? I need to know how
Yeah.
tall Kev is in the air, because I can only move
40
within 20
feet.
Yes. Kevin is 40 feet in the air, and he is just Kevin-sized.
I'm
okay.
I'm a dragon, so.
I'm a dragon.
Then that won't reach. So I will just. I think that's all I can do.
Oogie.
Unless I can throw my scimitar at him, but
I mean, you can try.
that sounds like a bad idea. Nope, that's it.
Cool.
At the end of Rain's turn, I'm gonna take my last legendary action to whack him in the face with my tail.
Oogie.
And I'm gonna say, "Brother, wake up! Wake up, brother!" And I'm just gonna smack him in the face.
Clipping out.
He cackles and I knock out 2 of his teeth. What is that? It's something. Let me pull him up. I'm so sorry. All right, cool. Got it.
Are you rolling to hit?
Yeah, I'm rolling to hit. I have plus 14 to hit, just so you know.
Come at me, bro.
It's gonna be a 24. I rolled a 10.
That just hits.
Just barely.
Over by 4, you know.
Okay. All right, that hurt.
Just
hurt.
barely
Yeah,
hits.
all right. I'm gonna,
Just
and then it's
barely
gonna be 15 damage. Let me check. Wait, it might be. Sorry, I have 2 sheets that I'm juggling right now, and it's way more chaotic than I need it to be. That's gonna be 16 damage.
Ow.
You still up?
Miraculously, yes.
I hate this because I hate it. I just need you to go down. So
I hate this
kill my brother.
because I hate it.
Well,
I just, like, the attack that Terry's about to do is like really crucial, and I just probably shouldn't do it. But I know Terry would just be like, "Give him back." So,
well, fun fact, Terry, it is your turn now.
Okay. Can I use like perception to see how like fucked up my bro look right now? Like,
yeah, go ahead. It's gonna be up to Garrett to describe how he looks based on what you get.
14.
All right.
It was a 14.
All right,
A
Kevin.
14?
14. How do you look?
I'm fucked up, dude. I'm real fucked up.
On death's door.
Got very low remaining hit points.
Okay, cool. On seeing that, I'm just gonna multi-attack and keep a close eye on my brother. So as soon as he knocks out, I'm gonna cut my attacks. Does that sound good?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
cool.
That's totally fair. So roll your first attack.
So as soon as I see my brother get knocked out, I'm done attacking. Like, just let me know. The first one is gonna be. So the first one's gonna be 32. Does that hit?
Yeah, so I'm assuming a 32.
I mean, that I guess
Garrett,
barely.
Garrett does a 32. The next one's gonna be a 20. That doesn't hit, right?
Roll your damage for the first one.
That just hits.
I just wanna roll them all so I can just roll the damage in a row first.
Yeah, that works.
Like, to make sure.
Yeah.
And then that one I didn't hit with that one. That's gonna be an 18.
Cool. So just the 2 hits.
Yeah. So I'm at my girlfriend's place. I don't have my dice, so I'm like switching between apps and shit, and it's very chaotic.
You should be able to roll on your character. Oh, because you're a dragon. Never mind.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I was like, but you should
Yes,
be able
ma'am.
to roll from your character sheet.
No,
Oh,
no.
You're a dragon.
Wait, he's a dwagon.
He's a dwagon.
I'm a dwagon. I'm a dwagon. There's different rules for dwagons.
The rules are different for dragons.
The rules are different for dragons.
My
Alright,
consciousness has ascended. My
The
mortal.
first one is gonna be I'm gonna nip you. I'm gonna nip you a little bit. For
You're not taking no money,
31. 30,
He's
31 damage. He's just
Just
gonna
a
nip
little
you a
love
little
bite.
bit for 31 damage.
Yeah, that I'm out.
So I'm gonna like put pressure like between, so he's between my teeth, so I'm not like cutting him.
You're
And
just
then as
squeezing
soon-
him a little.
It's gonna
So
numb
I'm
him.
just squeezing him, and as soon as I feel that motherfucker go limp, I'm like, cool, and I start to the ground. No, I don't
As,
spit him out. I don't want him to take fall damage.
as you spin and circle back down,
Like a golden retriever with an egg.
yes, as you spin and circle back down, all of you see this like black shadow that is shaped initially like Terry, or like Kevin rather, fall from the sky, and Bub and Terry, you would actually see it fall from his body, and it falls straight to the ground, and then as it's falling, it grows back to the size of the face, and it hits the ground, and it's just And now you guys are officially out of combat.
I'm gonna gingerly set Kevin down in front of Rain and be like, I can't do CPR right now. I want to make sure he's okay. Do it. Do something.
Okay, so
Quartz will just jog over and lay on hands like 5 points just to get him back up.
Terry's like pacing. You said golden retriever. Terry's pacing like an anxious golden retriever, but I'm a fucking dragon.
It's a really, really big golden retriever.
I
hard stumps.
hate I need new digital dice.
What happened?
You get 8 health back because I rolled a 1 and have a +7.
He's up. That's what matters. He's up. Bless him.
Up is enough. Now he can rest.
Yes, Kevin, you are up. You no longer feel like you're watching your own body. You're very you're in yourself. And you can tell that you're the only one knocking around in here.
So, have you have
After
any of you guys seen a dragon cry before?
No.
Oh, cool. Well, you have now. Right now.
Right after Quartz does a lay on hands, he then also just focuses for a second and will use his cleansing touch just to end any remaining magical effects that might be on him or lingering, just in case.
Cool. So your illness from the thing.
Yes.
The spell. Contagion.
Contagion.
Yeah. That illness is gone.
Terry is crying, and you have a dragon snout just dripping on you right now.
On me?
Yup. Well, I'm sorry. Did my other brother come back from the dead? That's crazy. Shut the fuck up. Yes, you.
Guessing there's a lot of snot in there too.
Very gurgly.
Very gurgly. No, don't. And then Terry panics again. He's like, "No, that's right. Don't breathe in."
That sure was a bad
Get him on his side.
Oh, so you guys are out of combat. The face is dead. There's still some weird shit going on because, like, it's still the apocalypse.
Yeah, but dear God, do we need a nap?
Terry turns to everybody and just starts flexing. Terry says, "Oh, by the way, you guys haven't said anything. You like the new digs?" He said, "I don't know if y'all noticed, but I got a wardrobe change, pussies." Like,
holy shit! I didn't think you would do it. But goddamn, look at you! You're huge.
Quartz will like come up to you and like
and glistening. Sorry.
Yeah, Quartz will come up and kind of start looking you over and be like, "So this isn't normal for you, eh?"
Terry's gonna put his face really close to yours and just say, "You're part of the party now, yeah?"
I suppose.
Chaos is normal, and then I'm gonna roar and then flex again.
Rain has indifferently flopped on the ground and is like essentially just, she's not heavy breathing, but she's just a puddle. Like, she's just so done with everything, and anybody who gets like comes near her, she's gonna pop her head up and glare at them of like,
So you're gonna glare at me because Terry comes over and he wraps his entire body around the whole party and just puts his head down to sleep.
Give me just a second.
This is the cutest thing. I need somebody to draw this giant golden dragon.
I'm sleepy and nowhere safe right now, and
you know, when
Addie used to give us protection, and now she can't, so y'all can just sleep inside my safety little circle.
So you know when, like, the cartoons of the kid that doesn't want the attention is getting the attention?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say you deal with a little bit of that from Rain. Of like, no!
So, how Terry tries to stop the argument, tell me how you react to this, is when you start saying no, no, no like that, I just open one big dragon eye and stare at you.
Like, how, though?
Like, really, bro? Like, really? Like, you want a nap or not?
So as you guys are having this lovely, wholesome moment,
I take 100 damage from it.
So, everybody give me a perception check real quick.
That one.
Gross. You are sleeping.
I got an 8.
You are almost sleeping.
It goes up to
23, bro. We out here. We out here today, bro. These digital dice, blessed. Bless them. Ugh.
Okay, so we've got a P for Courtney, a
9.
a 9 for, 9 for Quartz, a 23 for Noah.
Yeah.
And then what did you get, Trinity?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Damn.
Okay, so listen. When it comes to perception, I don't know with the dragon, so I've been going off Terry's +6. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
I think dragons
Okay,
have you
so-
come better to perception, so yeah, you're fine.
I mean, I just couldn't find it on the sheet that I had.
Yeah,
So
no, you're good.
it told me it's passive, but I just want to make sure that was okay. I'm sorry.
Perception goes off
23.
wisdom, so you can always just use your wisdom modifier too.
Oh, then it's gonna be way higher. Yeah.
So Rain and Terry.
Oh no, it's not. It's not. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Thank you, Zach.
Rain and Terry, as you guys are laying in the puddle, you see, because you're still in the area of Moran that doesn't have any fog, you see there's still that dense, thick, nasty fog around you guys. But you see above you, in the sky, there almost seems to be like a little pinprick of light. And it starts to kind of get a little bigger and a little bigger and a little bigger. And as it gets closer and closer to you guys, you can see that the mist starts to sizzle and fade. And as the mists come down, you see Addie's father. You see the captain. You see a bunch of just random figures that you're not exactly sure who they are. Bub, you do see Bob. So you know that even if it wasn't at your hand, he is dead, and you are the one who is the champion.
Perfect.
But you
Still
guys,
shoot at him.
you guys see all of these spectral forms of your loved ones.
Terry will
Use me.
whisper to Bub that we'll get him in the afterlife.
Okay, good.
And the golden light gets closer and closer, and you guys see it starts to take on a humanoid form. And as this ball of light touches down onto the ground, the light kind of starts to break away, almost like you dropped a clay pot and you're seeing what's on the inside. The light begins to pull away and break, and it starts at the feet, and you can see these feet, and you can start to see this like white robe, this white gown. You see the arms. You see as the light breaks away from the face, you see that this is Addie.
Harry
shit.
immediately sits the fuck up. So anyone who's in the center, which is everyone, gets jostled because I sat up and I started
Actually, no. Because you and Rain would have been no, no, no. As soon as the captain was visible, like, she probably would have broke away from you and moved towards him.
Cool.
So she is still moving toward, like, she sees Addie and will pause and look between the two
Yeah, so Terry
where are
jostles
they in the
everybody but Rain, and then he goes to Addie and he apologizes. And just like sits down sadly in front of
Oh. She gives him a little pat on the head, gentle little thing. You don't need to apologize.
Terry will just very quiet, I guess as quietly as a dragon will say, will just say, "We failed you so many times," and then just like, kind of like, one more tear. Last time you'll see a dragon cry. One more tear and just be like you didn't deserve that. You're very
Addie
you paid 200 gold for a shitty horse.
Addie will kind of like lean down and she'll like kind of touch forehead to the snout, and she'll say, "Darling, failure is a part of life. That's what we're here for. I'm proud of everything you've done. Everything that you've done to honor me. It's all right. There's no need to apologize."
I give you a sad smile, which quickly turns into an excited smile, and I tell you that I'm a dragon.
Yeah, I see that, darling.
And then I'm gonna be like, look, part of me kind of knew you already saw that because I was a lot smarter, but like I still felt like I needed to tell you that.
No, for sure. It's like really cool that you're a dragon right now. It's like really cool.
Bub isn't very good with emotions, being like alone most of his life, but he's gonna kind of walk over as well, and as he's walking over he's gonna use Druidcraft, and a little sunshine is gonna appear like above all the ghosts except Bob, who has a storm cloud, and he's gonna sit next to the dragon. And
I like to think that since she was like on my snout, you just walked up my body casually.
Basically, yeah.
And now you're just like standing on top of my head, like right next to my snout, next to Abby.
He doesn't know like a lot, but he knows that some people really like notes, and so as a gesture of his friendship, he's gonna produce his notebook, which has nothing written in it, but it's still a gesture.
Addie will kind of look at it for a second and be like, "I appreciate that, but I'm not sure if I can take that with me."
I'll just set it down on the dragon and like scoot it towards you a little bit.
Once you set it down, Terry's gonna mutter, "I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't
We'll just mutter back. He's like, "Take it.
Take it."
Kevin still all fucked up on the ground. He's like, "You were gone 1 second, you were there 1 second, and gone the next. We couldn't bring you back. We tried."
I know you tried. I wouldn't have ever held it against you. This is, there's more work to be done. And,
we still got a trident to get.
Indeed.
And at this point, Rain, you see as you're looking back and forth between Addie and the captain, you see that the captain starts to move towards Addie.
She will.
How
stick
are
towards
you
him, then.
even here right now?
Is he tangible?
No.
I'll put my wing down so Kevin can walk up it like to where Addie is, and so if the captain's going to where Addie is, like I'll just put my wing down as a ramp so my homies can walk the fuck up on my face.
Rain does not want anything to do with the dragon. Like being on a like in the nicest way. Her last being on a dragon experience was terrible. So she'll just float like, and she will not stand on you. She will be like this far above you, but she will just float up there.
So passively, Terry notices this and takes note. He don't say nothing, but you like don't touch his wing after he offers it to you and Kevin, and he's just like, "Cool, noted." Anyway, love you, Addie.
Anyway, love you, Addie.
No malicious seriousness, just like
Are you lucky I'm a gold dragon? We nice as fuck. We nice
There's
as fuck.
it comes off as hesitation, not as like
Again,
malice.
I'm a gold dragon. We have
letting you
empathy
know.
somewhere. You lucky. I was thinking about turning into a red one. I'm just saying.
So you guys, as you're sitting here with Addie, you see these spirits kind of circle around behind her, and they reach out and touch her on the shoulder. And as they touch her, they... And you see all of these spirits who you can assume were likely the people in Percy when the attack happened. You recognize some of the dwarves from Tarak. And you see that they are all like basically teleporting to where they're supposed to go by touching Addie. And Addie, you hear Grandpa's voice in your head saying it's almost time.
As this is happening, Bub is staring at Addie, but he keeps a middle finger at Bob the whole time he goes up.
Can I like use my breath weapon to burn something in the ground?
Something in the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want, for Bub, I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna write "fuck Bob," scorching into the earth.
100% that happens without rolls.
And then I'm gonna look at Addie and write pi up to 20.
Hell yeah. I
Just
have
to
no
show
idea.
her that I'm.
I have no idea how like modern math fits into a high fantasy setting, but I'm 100% okay with it working.
So, no, yeah, that's an absolute vibe. Like
Terry's
it's
just
weirdly
doing
that
this.
is
fucking 20 digits of pi.
I'm doing
weirdly
this
that it has like an arcane message to Addie.
So it's literally like a respect to Addie and to also be like, I'm smarter, but to also kind of be like, you help me be smart, even though I'm a dragon. I equate some of this to you. I love you. By the way, fuck Bob.
By the way, also fuck Bob.
By the way, fuck Bob. And I want to look at Bob while I do it, just so Bob's like, damn, dragons don't like me? So Bob gets insecure. He's an insecure angel, just for a split second.
Yeah, no, the insecurity stays. He's now questioning everything. In fact, let me do this real quick.
That's for you, Bob. That's for you, brother.
Yeah, he failed. So, what would essentially be every 6 hours for the rest of eternity, he's going to take 4d12 psychic damage.
Bro.
For the rest of eternity.
Bro, listen, I know
Bob is beyond happy. He's not crying on the inside, he's crying happy tears right now.
Cool. Listen. But as soon as I do this, I just make like loving eye contact with you for a second. Just like, listen, bro, I'll torture any divine energy for you.
Oh my God.
Just like puts his hand on the dragon and uses his mage hand to wipe a tear.
So
this dragon's crying a lot this episode.
Everybody's crying. Rain has been crying silent tears, like just silent tears this whole time. And as soon as the captain like disappears, she will finally like collapse, essentially fall to her knees, and like not hysterics, just very silent, fall to her knees. She is now no longer floating on the dragon, just so you know.
You can feel her having landed.
Just so you know, Terry noticed, and now he's worried a little bit.
Addie's gonna come up to where Rain is and says, I don't have much longer. I'm so sorry I left you. I didn't mean to. But now I can help people from this side too. and I'm gonna go make sure the captain goes where he's supposed to go, because he's been a little confusing. But I miss you already.
Addie's tangible, right?
You haven't tried.
But does she look tangible?
Yes, she looks corporeal, yes.
Sounded Rain got desperate. Does she look it though?
Does she seem like it?
Damn, you got into character hard real fast. Sorry to ruin it. I'm sorry.
We blur lines out here.
As you come close to her, she's gonna she'll put her arm out to brush a piece, either your leg or your robe or whatever it was, and make essentially just kind of seeing if you're real.
Yeah.
Is she corporeal?
She is.
Addie will put a hand out for you.
Oh, no hand necessary. She's going to get up and hug you really hard. She's not crying anymore, and she'll tell you she's sorry that she couldn't get to you in time.
It's alright.
Not she knows she did nothing wrong at this point, but it still needed to be said.
Terry's gonna whisper to Bub way too loudly because I'm a dragon and I can't get my audio right.
And everyone's on top of.
Yeah, so I'm gonna whisper to Bub. I'm gonna say, "Hug? I expected a kiss."
Oh God.
Bub will hear this and just no regrets, just kind of shout, "Kiss her!"
Are we?
You guys, as he shouts that, you feel the low rumble of me trying to hold in a laughter.
Yes, you are on the dragon snoot, or the dragon head.
Probably the head of the dragon. Yeah.
Y'all are on my neck, head, and back.
What is your face?
Girlfriend on the snout of a dragon.
Yeah, kiss your girlfriend on the snout of a dragon.
No, she said she walked down, so I assume Rain's on my neck or back, but I'm not gonna.
Rain's gonna not hard, but kind of kick you. No, stop it.
Stomp on his head.
Terry's not gonna be sure if that was a kick or not because you're whittle.
That's fine.
Whittle.
And
Because
Bub,
you're
is Bub close?
No.
Yeah,
Don't you kick Bub! Don't you kick Bub! Don't you dare kick Bub!
I wasn't gonna kick him.
Oh, good. You'll get eaten so fast if you kick Bub.
If you kick Bub, you'll get eaten so fast.
Yeah, so Bub yells, "Kiss her!" And Rain, you sounded
I'd like to
you had
shape
some
water
kind
above his head and drop,
splash her,
a cloud appears above his head and just drenches him.
Just gets wet.
Bubble
Addie
use
giggles
this opportunity
while
to
she's
flick his
hugging
hair
you.
back and just
God.
Whips his hair back. You hear a low whistle from the dragon.
Addie, you can feel that your time is running extremely short. You can feel that your feet have started to become incorporeal as you are being called to do the second half of your job.
I wrap my body around so I can look at Addie before she disappears, and I will just say, "You made this monster feel human again." Before you leave.
So
Rain's
Addie
gonna
will...
ask if you found her mom.
Yes, I did. She's up there, and actually she's part of who's calling me to get back. I have to, I have a job now. That's weird. I really have to go. And Addie will give just a little kiss on Rain's forehead. She'll jump over onto the dragon's neck and give a big hug and rub his head a little. And then she appears next to Kevin and behind him and does
Terry
the
will
over the
mutter
shoulders hug.
Terry will mutter he's a like to remind you that he's a dragon once again as you hug him.
I'm a dragon.
It's like, oh, by the way,
I know.
forgot to.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if I told you
He's a
that.
dragon now.
So she's gonna do the. She does the
hugs
behind the back hug thing, and then runs over to Bub, and she's like, "Okay, hugging's a little bit weird," but she kind of like puts you on her shoulder
I'm a
and kind of
baby.
do a little baby snuggles. Does a quick little baby snuggles.
As she does that, Bub will also mutter to her, "Don't worry, I'm not a demon anymore."
She gives a little kiss on the forehead. And as she's like at this point, like she's like incorporeal, like up to her hips, and she's like, "Okay, I really do have to go. I'm gonna try to visit if I can. The best of luck. I love you." And then as she's like continuing to disappear, like the last thing she says is like, "I love you guys so much," and it gets cut off.
Terry will.
There's some weird rock guy here now.
Terry will take one claw and poke Bub gently in the ribs and say, "You're always a demon."
Just turn his head sharply and goes, "Shut up, she doesn't need to know."
I'm gonna tell you, Quartz has been asleep this whole time.
You said Crystal?
Quartz.
You said, sorry, Quartz has been asleep this entire time.
Yeah, like you guys laid down, you got all curled up for a second, the lights started happening, he was like, "This seems like not my business," and just went to sleep.
So when I moved abruptly, Quartz's head just did bonk.
So yeah, it just thunked over and he went.
There's just lots of people that died that I don't know.
I don't know any of these people. I'm helpful, but I can't do much in this situation.
Quartz says, "Let me know when the geologist comes. Maybe I'll have something to talk about."
I did roll an insight check for him. He got a 16, and I was like, yeah, I think this is not something that he feels like he needs to get involved in.
Rain, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a religion check.
Who's your god?
Who is your god?
Do it with advantage because of the amulet, or because of whatever piece of.
Because I said.
Yeah.
Because
well,
lots of
I just
reasons.
want you to know that the first time I rolled a 2. The second time I rolled much better, so I have a 16.
Cool. You feel your pieces of Pernor, you feel them start to warm, and you feel like they're getting a little bit of their old magic back. And I need you to roll me a perception check with advantage.
I'm so glad I have advantage.
Since she's on... Oh, it's already advantage. Never mind. I was going to say, can I help? But it doesn't matter.
The first
Doesn't matter at all.
The first one was a 3. The next one was an 18.
Cool.
Oh my god.
So are you going to take the 3 or the 18?
Which one are you choosing?
It might be important that I take the 18. You know,
Jeez.
just in case.
Jeez, what a loser. Okay.
But the 3 would be kind of fun.
The 3 would be... I'm just saying.
I don't think there'd be
3.
any fun I just wouldn't know anything now.
Trinity says failure
It's not
isn't
knowing
fun.
shit. It's hot.
Failure is not fun, guys.
Failure
No
is not
information's
fun.
not fun. You're not
Your
learning
clothes are
anything.
getting
There's
hot.
no.
You need to know more about it.
So, with an 18, as you look around, you kind of recognize this area, and you see across the square, seated at the same cafe that you saw him at the first time, is Grey Barons.
Is what?
Grey Barons, the man
Pernor.
who gave you the amulet of Pernor.
Wait.
It's Pernor.
I was gonna say, didn't we establish that was actually him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay, so Rain, is he corporeal?
You can't
genuine
tell.
Can I touch him?
Okay, cool.
You can't tell
How
from
far
here.
away is he?
He's
Give him a kiss.
He's 40-50 feet across the town square.
And he's just standing there.
He's sitting at a table,
Just chilling.
feet crossed, leaned a little bit back. He's got his cup and saucer.
What time is it?
At this point, it would be kind of like midday.
Did we get full rest and everything at this point?
No, not yet. I will make sure you. I'm not gonna pull the same shit where I throw you guys into another fight. You guys will get rests, I promise.
Right.
Okay, hold on.
Whether you
I
do
need
or
to-
don't, I was just checking. I can always flip back to Terry. It's fine. I'm just a dog.
Okay, so Rain's gonna take off across the square very quickly.
The
If
rest
it's
of you
40
guys see
feet
her
away,
take off.
she can get there. And you said he's sitting in a chair.
Mhm.
Like, would it?
He's just like think Alfred at the end of Dark Knight.
He's
where
waiting.
Sitting at the he's sitting at the cafe.
He's just chilling.
just
having some
sitting
tea.
there, sipping on a drink.
Let me attempt to pull that image into my brain. Yeah, she's just so. Well, so I rolled a die of like grandfather, God. She's gonna like not tackle, but like hug tackle, not to knock him out.
Yeah.
But she's gonna try to hug him and start crying again.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. It works. He stays sitting, but he opens his arms for you to collapse into. Says, I'm glad you've made it back.
You are, like, through choked sobs of like, you're my grandfather?
Yes.
Among other things? And
Yeah.
you didn't say anything?
The thing is, I couldn't. For things to turn out the way that they did, for you
Your
to have
sniffles.
met the people.
But why?
But Addie died.
Yes, Addie did die. That was part of her wish, though. She was reunited with her mother. I stayed out of things because I
Wishes
needed
are
you.
dark. Wishes are dark as fuck.
He says, I needed to stay out of it because I needed you to come into your own, to come into your power. And if I would have intervened, that wouldn't have happened. I see you've got... Huh. I didn't immediately recognize them at first, but you've got grandsons of the first dragon.
Terry's gonna
She's-
look at him. Terry's gonna look at him once he says that and just say, "What gave it away?"
You know when like a kid has like came crying, but like they were holding something, and the parent, in order to like attempt to console them, is like, well, what do you have there? And they're just like, well, I got this thing, and they start explaining. She kind of does that by like looking over at the guys. I'm just like, well,
He got a scroll and then he got it tattooed on him and then it.
Terry's
like
Terry
he
now
wasn't
being-
always a dragon, and
being
the other one
intelligent.
wasn't.
Terry has now learned sarcasm. He never really got it before, but now he has. So as soon as he's just like, oh, and these are the... Terry's just going to be like, what, us?
And
What?
Yeah, these are
No
my friends,
way.
and you missed Addie, but it sounds like you know her.
I do. I know her very well.
Very well now.
I'm going to stop being sarcastic once you mention Addie, because I respect...
Well, she also called, like, she's like, it's been really touch and go, but I'd probably consider, I mean, they're most of them are my friends. And, like, she looks at Quartz of, like, I don't know about you yet, you're still kind of undecided, kind of glance, but, like...
Terry being a dragon and loving shiny things is standing up for Quartz quite a bit. Like, you guys are just like, damn, Terry doesn't normally like people right away. In Terry's mind, Terry's just like, damn, this bitch is shiny. I don't know why, but like, I want to stay with it. But like, it's just my hoarder. It's my hoarder mentality right now, and I'll learn that later. But I am very defensive over Quartz. So I'm like, damn,
okay.
nah, he cool.
Rain is incredibly
just kind of shrugs.
Out of character right now after so much of like losing everything and finding she had family and losing the only family she had, and now here's more family. Like, she is an uncharacteristic mess over the past couple days.
Pernor looks at you, Quartz, and then looks to Bub, and then looks back to Rain and says, well, your team is full of champions, my dear. You've got a champion.
We're trying really hard.
No, I mean, you've got a champion of Priya and a champion of Seraphy on your team as well.
Does she know what are those?
Roll religion.
Terry's...
Oh my dear God.
Terry's just gonna look at Kevin and be like, guess we're just not champions of the group.
Well, I'm gonna take the religion. That's a 12.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
You guys are the grandchildren of the first dragon.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Quartz is just an animated rock who likes a nature goddess.
Terry's gonna mutter to Kevin, yeah, but he was an asshole.
He was.
That's true. Priya is absolutely gorgeous and wonderful.
I'm just saying, like, yeah,
worthy of
he's our
devotion.
grandfather, but also abusive? Question mark?
Abandonment issues? Exclamation point.
Abandonment issues? We're just two brothers going through trauma.
Rain, even on a 12, you would recognize Priya as the mother of the forest god, and Seraphy is she is the brother of sister of Corsair, and she is a goddess of trickery.
Gotcha.
That one's gotta be Bub.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be.
Yeah.
What? What,
What?
good old honest Bub? No.
Little tricky boy.
No. That's our little baby demon. He's not tricky.
And
Uses Mage Hand to pull a gold coin from your ear.
Pernor motions to all of you to
Terry's
come
way more
closer.
interested in it than he should be.
At the moment where you guys start walking closer, Rain is going to get up with her back towards you and like, okay, you're among friends now. Like, okay. Tear, and she's dry faced by the time you guys get over the thing.
As you all kind of group up, Pernor stands and he walks over to Kevin and Terry, and he places his hand on Terry's snout, and he places his hand on Kevin's chest.
I'll put my snout down. I'm not gonna make him reach up. It's alright.
And as he touches your bodies, you see this white-blue swirling light touch both of you and go into you guys. And you guys both feel stronger.
I was gonna say violated, but stronger.
Stronger,
no,
yeah, sure.
You guys both feel stronger.
Better?
You feel
Faster?
You feel almost
More than ever.
electricity coursing through your bodies.
Do I turn into a blue dragon?
And as you like kind of tap your fingers together, it sparks. And you guys are now level 18 and have received the blessing of the first dragon, which I will send to you guys.
So, can you also send to me how it affects me in this form?
In this form, all it does is change your breath weapon. So now you're a gold dragon, but you breathe lightning.
Can I also do fire? Or is it only lightning?
It's only lightning.
Okay.
And Pernor walks then to you, Quartz, and places his hand on your chest, and you guys again see blue-white light coursing down his arm into Quartz's body, and as it hits, it becomes green, vibrant, lush green. And Quartz, your whole body fills with this light, and as you come back into your own, like into your vision, and the rest of you guys around can also see this, where once were jagged peaks and mountains of the stone of Quartz's body, now is moss capped and flowering, and they're like twigs growing. And Quartz, you have received the blessing of Priya. I'll send all of these out.
Terry looks disappointed. Terry looks at you and sees that you're not as shiny, and he's just like, what the
but the parts that
just
are
as
still,
shiny.
The parts that are still stone are actually shinier than they were before.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you the rock that he was based off of.
So Terry has mixed emotions.
So this is the stone that I based him off of, and so it's the parts that looked like this that were kind of cracked and and broken that become moss covered and flowery, and then all the other shiny parts are still there.
So you know when cats can't decide if they want to play with something or not, and they keep dilating and undilating their eyes? Mm-hmm. That's what Terry's doing as he looks at Quartz.
Just as a dragon.
I can't tell if I want to eat you, or...
I'm just like, I can't tell if I want to add you to my future horde collection, or if I want to let you be one with nature, as you obviously should be.
He then walks to Bub and starts to put his hand out, and then sees the size that you are and switches to a finger. And places a finger on your chest, and the white blue light, as it travels down and goes into you, Bub, it flashes purple, and you feel more powerful. You feel your magic has grown, and you have received the blessing of Seraphy. And on top of this, everybody's leveling up. And Rain...
Now you don't have to be within 10 feet of me. You can be within 30 feet of me and get benefits.
Nice.
Aura!
High-level paladin auras! Rain, you watch as you're still kind of crumpled on the ground a little bit. At least in my head you are.
I got up
you got up
like,
to show
to
off.
be like...
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm a big girl. When
I'm totally fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. So she's been standing there when everybody else came over. Like, I'm fine. I'm a grown adult. This is perfectly fine.
And Rain, he reaches to you and places his hand on your cheek. and the white-blue energy flows into you, and it stays white-blue, but instead of being nice and calm and that coming from Pernor, it hits you, and it's suddenly the energy of crashing waves. Like river rapids crashing, just high tides like violent water. And that is the blessing of Pernor. And he says to all of you, he says, "You've received blessing. I've given of myself what I can. There's only one more thing that must be done." And he kind of starts to look over towards the water, and you see that there's a boat. A ship, rather. Rain, you immediately recognize it as Captain's ship.
I feel like Rain's just been a crying mess this whole time. Like, alternating between crying mess and, like, I'm an adult, everything's fine. Because, like, seeing that, she's gonna start crying again. Like, silent, defiant tears.
But I have a question.
What's up?
So, I'm technically amphibious, too, as a golden dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I would be faster than a ship.
But we can't travel inside of you.
There's no, they can't travel inside of you, and you would also gain levels of exhaustion.
That's fair. That's fair.
You are more than more than welcome to, jump out of the boat and fucking swim around and do all that kind of fun shit. But like,
I can fit in this boat. That was my main That was also my main concern was can I fit?
Yeah. So the captain was a
merchant.
cargo. Yeah, he was a merchant, moved cargo.
So I get the cargo hold all to myself, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, if that's what you want.
I mean, shit. That's like sleeping in a Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah. So you go to
More
sleep
like
in
a
your
cargo
Walmart.
horde, am I right? Haha.
What?
What?
I think you got cut off, so we didn't actually hear you.
I said more like a cargo horde, am I right? Haha.
I don't have my hoard yet. It's empty.
But you get the cargo hold all to yourself. You can make it a little horde.
Yeah, you can gather up the stuff that's in the ship and sleep on it or something.
Cool. So I'm gonna grab Quartz and sleep on him next.
Next.
But yeah, so Pernor motions toward the boat, and
if you ask Quartz to sleep with you, he will.
And is just like,
you'll get me.
Hey yo.
Hey,
he's just like, okay. I would like you to stay with me. Okay.
Then as we walk on, Terry's just gonna look at Quartz and be like, "Hey, there's room. You should bunk with me."
Okay.
And then he's gonna look at Kevin and be like, "Yeah, you're staying in there too."
I just look at Quartz and I'm like, "You're an odd one, huh?"
And then I already assume that Bub is attached to me, so I don't have to tell him.
So everybody's going ahead, and
he's
Rain
still
is just
on the
standing
head.
there with Pernor.
So we're all going in the cargo hold, and Rain's just like, "What the fuck?"
Rain, Pernor looks to you and he says, "You know where to go. You know how to get there.
Is it the cargo?
All I can do, with what power I have left, is grant you safe passage. Unfortunately, in these waters, that's all I am able to do. But you know, the fight will not be easy with Esker. He will take you down whatever way he can. Stick as a team. Retrieve the trident."
She's gonna kind of shake her shoulders, and I guess like go on a knee, like a reverent knee in front of him. I have learned so much about you and my family, and you're right. I've grown and a lot has happened, but one thing I know for sure is that we're going... Esker will not keep his power. I promise you.
He kind of comes down on one knee also and puts his hand on your cheek again and says, I know. Now go. They need a captain.
Am I gonna see you again?
Oh, I'll be around.
Good. And she'll smile, stand up, and walk away without looking back at him.
You cannot eat my headphones.
Yeah, so you guys all work your way to the ship. Everybody goes down into the cargo hold, except Rain. You can if you want to. Part of...
Rain would immediately go to the captain's quarters.
Cool. You are surrounded by captain's things.
As I go into the cargo hold, I'll flick my tail so I like pat you on the back as I go inside.
Quartz posts up on the floor, crisscross applesauce, takes out his little purple crystal pan flute, starts playing a little ditty.
As you start playing a little ditty, and as you guys step onto the boat, Rain, you see that there's really no way that you would be able to pilot this ship by yourself.
Is there a crew?
You look up towards the captain's quarters, and you see that there are two lines. One on either side of the door to the captain's quarters. And you see a mix of other tritons, you see water genasi, you see water elementals, you see a couple of humanoids, they're just humans. And you see, as you look closer, you can see they're all kind of like made of some kind of mystical water.
Mm-hmm.
So they're technically all water elementals, but you see them line the sides of the captain's quarters, and you recognize this as being captain's crew.
Okay. She's going to stand. So she'll walk up to everyone, and say, what we face is not an easy one. This is the sea is not going to be our enemy this time. But this is for Prenor, and this is for the captain, and we do this in his honor. And she'll walk down and kind of all the ones that she knows personally, she'll kind of touch on the shoulder or grasp their hand or something. And the one she doesn't, she'll still pause and touch them on her shoulder or something, but interact with those that she knows personally.
Cool. Yeah, as you do that, they all kind of look at you, and they meet your gaze with a somber knowing of what is to come. And as you greet them, they kind of set off to do the tasks that they did in life, and they begin to navigate you guys towards Esker's Horde. You can go ahead and get some long rest action in.
You say pause. Woo! You say in life.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Okay. I missed that.
No, that's why I said they were all made of water.
Yeah.
So Pernor, you can infer that
Right,
what Pernor
got
did was
it.
he recreated Captain's
Ray,
crew.
Ray
So she's got a little more emotion behind that than
No, I really want it to be canon that you realize it after you give them orders.
That's perfectly fine. She turns
You do this
around
whole
and she's
heroic
just like,
speech. You might be marching into death, soldiers. They're like, we're
that.
already
Oh
dead, dude.
God.
And then you turn
It's
around.
been a day.
Once they start doing their stuff and you realize they're dead and you're just like, oh my, what the fuck?
She's gonna go in her room, shut the door, and just like take a deep breath and just start like fall into the bed, cry, and take a very much needed nap.
Yes, all of you guys take your long rest.
Well, Terry's bugging Kevin and Bud like, hey, listen, there's places I can't scratch on my body now. I need your help.
There's places on my body now I can't
Listen,
scratch.
this is a
I
really
need
like
your
cool
help.
form, but like, can y'all help me? Like maybe a belly rub and a back scale lift. I don't know.
You guys spend some time making sure that everywhere that needs scratched on Terry gets scratched.
No place weird, bro. I handle that myself. I'm an adult. It's fine. I'm a dragon, but I'm still.
It's just like on top of this, like there's a spot that's like under the snout that's really hard to get.
Under the snout.
Because like when you go above it, it's fine, but like you can't quite get to it right from under because of the way
in
the
the middle
claws
of my
point.
back, and then there's one place right under my sternum. I can't get it.
Yeah, it's rough, you know.
So yeah, as you guys go ahead and rest for the evening, you level up to 18. And the crew kind of takes the wheel, takes the reins. And we are. Is there anything you guys would like to do right now? You know that you're about 4 days out from Esker's Horde.
Like over those 4 days,
Yeah,
or
so
just like
we're just. If
I'll
there's
just-
nothing specific that you guys want to do, we can just fast travel it. But I figure if there's
all I
stuff you
want to
wanna
do,
be doing.
I think, would be that Terry would constantly try to get Kevin to duel with him like they used to train, and just be like,
While
"Let's
you're a
go!"
dragon.
Yeah, while he's a dragon.
Yeah, while I'm a dragon, I don't change back.
I mean, if you're like, I feel like so initially Rain would attempt to interact with some of the crew.
Yeah.
And then help out in certain ways, but like after a while, I assume after like half a day of being like, this is normal but also very weird. She'd probably try to like take Terry up and be like, I'll go against you. Like, come on. I'm like, we've been dealing with so much shit. I've got like anger and sadness to get out. Let's go.
Terry would definitely fucking do it.
I feel like also like
I
in the
know
water.
Kevin at this point would be like, yes, I mean I will, but like,
Yeah, I punched the shit out of you, bro.
hell yeah, that's what I fucking need. I just
Like,
know
but
that
Rain
just
would
know
make
that
it clear.
I can fly too. You see
Like
that?
Rain would make it
I
clear,
just know that
not
my
on the ship.
flightful presence will affect Kevin so much, and he will be very pissed off about it.
Like at this point,
I'm gonna
everybody
make
can
you
fly
scared of me
except for
10 minutes
Quartz,
out of the day.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if Quartz ends up wanting to fight, that's fine. But like everybody else, Rain is like not on the ship.
So I would not try to fight Bub or Quartz. Bub because like he's Whittle and I appreciate Bub. He's my little cheerleading squad. I'm not gonna hurt him. And Kevin like wants to fight. I do it out of love with him. But Quartz, I feel like.
Hello.
There you
You
are.
disappeared for a second.
Cut out. I'm so sorry. But Quartz, I feel like I'd just be worried I'd damage some of the shiny.
The shiny. I can't hit you. Hit me.
I'm more intelligent, but like at the same time, there's certain things that are hitting me harder in the transformation than other things. And so I do not want to tarnish Quartz by any means.
I think along the journey would get bored and especially like fall back into his mischief ways. So he's just like fucking with a lot of the crew, like just moving random like buckets or like ropes out of the reach with Mage
Fucking
Hand.
with the dead people.
I feel like it's depending on when you start doing this. At one point, you're gonna come around a corner and just see Rain standing there, like arms on, like hands on hips, arm like just glaring you down. Of like, what are you doing?
Bub will walk underneath
like,
her
Captain
legs
mode.
and walk away like nothing happened.
Which
Walks
point
under your
she put the
legs,
bucket that you're
knocks
like
over a
trying to
bucket.
do, like put it over you. Of like I'm gonna put it here and walk away, but like knock it off.
Bub starts to walk faster and like glances behind him and then runs. And he'll continue, like, he knows Terry isn't gonna fight him, and he respects that, but he's still gonna mess with Terry a little bit. It's like when he's sleeping, he's just gonna like throw random little objects at him and then go and hide.
To get you back, when Terry finds you, he just opens his mouth and closes it over you. So you just your version of timeout is 30 seconds in my fucking mouth.
My dog used to put my cat
feel like
entire head in its mouth and just like hold it there for a second. And we'd be like, hey, stop that. And she'd be like, I wasn't gonna eat it, I promise.
Smell my mouth!
Yeah, they just like either smell my mouth or I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not going to.
What's
I
the
could,
little like?
but I'm not
What's the like dangly thing in your throat? What is that?
Uvula.
Uvula.
That thing.
Uvula.
When you do that, Bub's
So
gonna
it's
use
a
his staff and just start
girl
tickling
house.
it.
I hope you know your reward will be Dragon Bomb. like
you hear his
not
breath
just,
weapon
like-
start to charge up.
No shit. That's so funny.
Quartz,
No,
what are
I
you
was
doing?
gonna say, and Terry will make sure to hold the vomit in his mouth for a second. So if you do that, you're swimming, bitch.
Bub uses Misty Step.
I use my legendary action.
Quartz,
Bub realizes this isn't fair.
Quartz is spending a lot of time with the dragon,
He
mostly
just does a
because he
head
seems
bob.
to want to hang out. So Quartz is like, yeah, vibes.
Yes, the dragon definitely wants it. Whenever I like spar anybody or anything, I'm like, hey, you should watch this.
Yeah, so he absolutely does. He's having a good time. He'll spar if you ask him to.
Nope, I won't.
Nope. No, but he'll probably try to spar with Kevin and Bub a little if he can.
I'll be snippy with Kevin when you spar with him. I'll be like, Kevin, be
Hey,
careful,
don't hit
please."
him there.
Kevin, be careful.
Kevin, be careful.
I'm just punching him.
Rain
I'm
would
just
spar with you
punching
too.
him.
I don't be not there. There's a crack, not there.
Look, no sword, no axe, no. I'm just punching him.
Insert dragon sigh.
Bub will happily spar with you as well. He'll try to teach you some tricks.
And Quartz would love to learn trickery things. He thinks that's great.
I won't.
I also go ahead.
It's gonna be the opposite when Bub and Quartz spar. I'm just gonna like be really nervous about it. I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, my babies.
Also, because Bub has never used this, and he feels like Quartz might appreciate it. I don't know, maybe as a gesture of friendship. Bub is also going to give Quartz the Ring of Earth Elemental Command.
Ooh.
I forgot you had that.
I've had that and never used it. We've never come across the elemental, so I haven't got to like do anything. But like as a friendship token, he is giving this ring to Quartz.
Nice.
I mean,
Jack, my ring.
it's kind of. that's kind of speciesist that you were just like, oh, you're a rock, you want this. But I mean, still cute.
I am a rock.
I feel like that would be Bub's logic, though.
That was Bub's
Like, I haven't
logic.
used this.
it definitely
you would use
was.
this. Here you go.
Look,
Yeah.
now that I'm intelligent, I'm just like, wow, that's kind of fucked up, but like, sweet.
On the
But
box,
also
it just
die.
says, "We will rock you."
Oh God.
We won't rock you. Okay, never mind. Terry giggles.
At this time, like, Rain would also spend, like, whenever she's not, you know, she's going between the crew and sparring, and then being in the captain's room, like, sorting through all of his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, picking out some sentimentals, like, well, at the current moment, everything is sentimental, but, like, just going through pretty much everything.
You said everything.
I'm gonna just
crying.
I'm just gonna let you know, Quartz is literally the most helpful person that you've ever met. So when you're going through things, he's helping to help you. He's offering to help you organize. If you're fighting, he's offering to spar with you. If the ropes need tied, he is offering to help with that. He will just do whatever you ask him to do.
That's so funny.
The record, Bub is doing the exact opposite.
Terry also.
Oh no! At current moment, Bub is allowed nowhere near the captain's room.
Terry's
and
just
she
looking at all your stuff and being like, "Damn, I thought dragons were hoarders."
I mean, the captain's I imagine he's probably accrued like a lot.
And you said everything is like so. I said we have this
to be
huge
fair, he's
pile
like,
of
"Oh, you guys want to kill God? Yeah, I'll help."
Do you know what? That's crazy. I have something around here.
You know what? Weirdly enough, I've been around. I've been wandering around killing things that are like kind of close to God. So like, sure, I could probably help.
I've
help kill-
not to
kill a
brag,
god,
but I've
you
killed
know?
3 gods. So like, I guess I can do one more.
Yeah, that seems like a good thing. We can do that.
Right, quadruple kill.
Captain just
Yeah.
has 3. He has 3 tallies on his chest of just how many things he's killed that are god level.
So you guys are working your way down. You know, the days go smoothly. You're able to spar, pass time, all this kind of stuff. And as you start to get closer to Esker's Hoard, where Rain, you know Esker's Hoard to be, you see that the clouds start to get thicker and darker. And oh fuck, hang on.
And Yawner.
Excuse me.
And they get Yawner and Yawner.
So the clouds
Yawner and
get
Yawner.
thicker and darker, and you start to see lightning kind of like through the clouds. The seas get just a little bit rougher. Not terribly, but a little bit. And you come to where you can see Esker's Hoard in the distance. You can't make anything out. It's still like 400 or 500 feet away from you.
I feel way more jealousy than I should.
That's yeah.
No, I love you role playing a dragon.
So as you guys are sailing, you see way off in the distance, you know, the glint of gold. And you see from the sides, almost like I bumped my mic, almost like they're making a thunderdome for you. You see a ring of pirate ships start to close over the horizons. And you see the water starts to bubble in front of you. It's maybe 250 feet off. It starts to bubble like there's something hot or just very big. And you see at first the shell, the spikes on the back of the shell, you start to see the rest of this massive shell. This gargantuan shell. And it raises its head out of the water. And you can see all of the ocean water just streaming down the face of this dragon turtle.
Yeah, dragon turtle!
And then you see next to it the same bubbles start to show. But this time you see a figure come out of the water first. And from where you are, you can't tell exactly how tall this figure is, but it looks like it's 25, maybe 30 feet tall. Standing on the back of a second dragon turtle. And you guys hear kind of in your minds, and then out loud, you hear, "So you've come for my horde, have you? I'll have none of that." And when he says none of that, just giant crack of lightning, and you see the features of this being illuminated on the back of the dragon turtle. You see the black tricorn hat. You see large shoulders draped in a blue and white jacket with gold buttons. You see a white puffy shirt, like classic pirate garb. And you see, for a split second, the face. You see it's dark. Its skin almost looks like the ocean, except for the right eye, which has a big old slash through it. That part is like flesh.
Gross.
And you know this to be Esker.
Motherfucking Esker.
Once the pirate lord, now the god of the sea.
Heard.
And that is where we are going to end for tonight.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Quartz flips it off.
Dope.
You know the real god?
If you get 3 nat 20s in a row, I will give you his response.
6. I already lost.
19.
Hold on, Rain's got this.
So got 6, 15, and 2 9s.
You know what? That adds up to... No, it doesn't.
It doesn't even.
Nope.
What
Help
you,
action! Help action!
Help action!
What you don't see is Esker flips Quartz off too.
Just Quartz has very strong opinions about Esker, not for any of the reasons that you guys would think, but just because Quartz has been around for a long time and he remembers a time before Esker was the god of the sea, and he's like, fuck you, you don't just take shit from gods! That's rude!
All true. All true.
Well, Terry's just like, hell yeah, I get to fight dragons with shells.
I mean,
That's true.
Rain
get
would
to
stare
fight
him down and
dragons.
tell him he's no god.
Don't tell me what to do.
All right. That was a ton of fun, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll take whatever the fuck I want from the Christian God. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us. The fact that you guys keep doing that means that we get to keep doing what we love to do. And, we'll never be able to thank you enough for that. But what we will say is we love you, and there's not a good goddamn thing you can do about it. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Stay safe, sleep well, and we will see you tomorrow for Cygnus.
Yeah!
Yeah, thanks, bye.
Yay,
And Wednesday.
And Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday too. Come on in. Bye.